This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hashtag no music, no intro. You know, Ryan, we keep it realistic on this pod. We keep things in perspectives. But I know it's just preseason. Bro.
Just preseason.
Bro. We got to put that qualifier on it. But should Saints fans start having more optimism of the season than maybe me and you thought going in? Not ready to go there yet.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But you can't, like, just looking at the preseason, you can't, like a lot of the answers, the questions that we had,
they're being answered, bro.
They're being answered, and it's positive answers, So, I just take for that what you will, What that means, down the long run, we don't know. But you like, things could have been much worse. And look, everything's not perfect. There's a lot of, still a lot of things that that you worry about. But overall, a lot of the questions that you had about, the rookie class and the second-year class and corner number 2 linebacker, all that stuff.
What we say, bro, we said the players so Ruiz and Bond. Those are just 2, right? There's more. Those are just 2. So far, they are answering the toll this preseason, which is huge.
Huge, man. Huge. Ruiz, like, that was such a major piece because if he's just good, like, doesn't have to be like all pro, but just good, that solidifies your offensive line. Like, you have top 1, 2, 3 top offensive line in the league.
And I think we saw glimpses of it last night. Like, I'm not saying that the Jaguars have like world beaters at as a defensive line, but
it was so stark watching Jameis Winston behind his offensive line and watching Trevor Lawrence behind his offensive line. It was just like night and day. It was just like God.
Man, the Jags was missing 2 starters on the offensive line, so let's preface it by that. That said, so obviously, I'm not going to get into it like I tweeted earlier today, family emergency. So I was only able to catch basically up until halftime. But I will say this. I was in the emergency room on my phone watching the game. Sorry, urgent care. On my phone watching the game. As we were being waiting to call. And the AK play against the Packers. It's probably the last time as a Saints fan I had that feeling just be like, overtake me like the Holy Ghost, like you get like, oh shit, like whoa.
Yeah.
I will say that the throws and the catches that Jameis had to Marquez Cal, I didn't act the fool because of where I was.
Yeah.
But if I was home,
bruh. No, I stood up, bro. Like,
you have to.
I can't remember the last time I stood up for a preseason game. Like, maybe that Chris Ivory versus the Chargers. Just like you get those moments, right?
Or AK against
AK against the Chargers. I think was that the Chargers?
Yes, it was the Chargers. Yes.
Where you just like, hold up now, like what I'm saying.
Hold up now.
That first touchdown Jameis threw, and I didn't even think, I thought it was just, pass interference. I was
like, bruh, that's the funniest part because I'm working at my phone. I'm like, okay, we got the PI, but these niggas are celebrating like minor league horror with some PI.
ref throwing the hands up like he caught that motherfucker.
Excuse me? Mina Kimes earlier today on NFL Live said that catch was the lowest, like using next gen stats, was the lowest percentage-wise of possible catches that a player could make that the Saints have had in 4 seasons, Ryan.
It had the most air yards thrown by a Saints quarterback since 2016.
God, bro.
55.3 yards or something like that, total air yards. It's 2016, bro.
Listen. Marquez Callaway doesn't need to play against he doesn't need to play against Cardinals.
No. Sweatpants, t-shirt.
Here's the thing about him. We talked about it when we recapped the Ravens game. Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters, he was doing that to them. Last night, man, the Jags paid Shaquem Griffin bank, bruh.
Bank, brother.
To come and start and be and Griffin is a good to sometimes very good, but he's usually just good and a solid, good starting NFL corner, right? He had no answers for Marquez Callaway last night.
The first play, I think it was the first play from scrimmage. It was just a slant. It was a slant to Marcus Callaway. Yep. I think it was the first play. But
yes, it was.
If you took and just copied Drew Brees, like the first play of Drew Brees to Michael Thomas,
mm-hmm.
and just overlaid that, it'll look exactly the same. Exactly like boom, snap, ball comes out, boom. You know what I'm saying? It was just like it was the Saints offense as how we've always seen it. Just that first snap. And then you add the vertical element to it, which was never a question of doubt about Jameis. The Jameis could throw the fucking ball. Like he can. Like that's a part of his skill set. Is why he was drafted number 1 overall like 5 years ago. He could throw the ball. And the accuracy and touch he threw the ball with. But what impressed me the most was just the ball coming out. Like you watch the game, watch his snaps. That ball coming out, man.
Out.
He was like
outright. He wasn't holding on to it, bro.
2.5 seconds. Boom. Identify blitz, boom. Wasn't no, offensive line was protecting real well. Like, that's what you were like. If everything works out, that's what you want it to look like, So we got to see what it looks like. Everything working out. Jameis looking good, feeling good, offensive line protecting. That's what it would look like. And look, there's no AK out there. No Traquan Smith.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like, but I'm just saying, it's like we're not even at full capacity. And look, you're going against the Jags. They are, they got a lot of work to do.
Whoo, man, they got a lot more work to do than I thought.
They got a lot of work to do. So it's not like this is some world beater we've gone up against, but you just want to see it. Like that's what you just want to see it.
Can Sean just shut up, bro? Like, how you gonna tell anybody with a straight face? Like, come on, man. Like, don't insult our intelligence. Just don't.
I know he want to protect Taysom, and I respect that, and I get all that, man. But come on now, man. It's like let's just stop playing around here. Like, he's a big boy. Jameis Winston getting paid like $1.3 million.
Bro, that is wild.
Came in here, said all the right things, worked his butt off all off season,
and he's earned it.
Earned it, man. Like earned it with nothing. It was not handed to him. Like nobody assumed he would get it. And Taysom Hill put up a nice fight. Like it's not like Taysom Hill was garbage, but it just is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you want. Like Taysom Hill has built himself into like a literal, like he could be a good backup in the league for a nice while. Like he's built himself into that. Somebody who's like not on anybody's radar a couple of years ago. Nobody's radar. Nobody was looking for Taysom Hill. And he's built himself into what could be a good, solid backup quarterback in this league. They could play for years.
Yes.
But That said, like we're not looking for that. We're looking for a starting quarterback that could potentially be a franchise quarterback. And that's what Jameis has. That's what he brings to the table.
Yes,
You know?
he does.
Potential.
He does. Potentially, yeah. I will say, I think, speaking of Taysom, like I saw tweets about it. You could see, like, bruh, and I tweeted it right before I had to, right before, my phone kind of was dying, whatever. But I was like, man, like Taysom getting cucked on his birthday, bruh. Like,
ooh, man.
He had still a sideline on his 31st. The fact that yesterday was his 31st birthday is also absolutely fucking wild, bruh. But he was just on the sideline, and he saw those 2 drives by Jameis, and like when he walked in, like he stepped in with the second string, and it was like you could see the defeat on him, like his demeanor, like you could just see it. And we still talking about quarterback battle, what have you. The point that I would hold on to the most, and shout out to Captain Terrell who made the point too. Like, yes, Taysom was in the backups, blah, 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 blah. He eventually moved the ball, got a touchdown. But Jameis did that with the backups as well.
Mm-hmm.
It looked better at it, doing it, than Taysom did with the backups.
Right. Because Taysom, I mean, you just see it when you watch. You still has just some of the same issues. Holds on to the ball.
Yep.
Doesn't see the field.
Won't pull the trigger.
Don't pull the trigger. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are his issues, and that's been his issues. And he's improved. He's improved massively as a thrower, man. Like, they kept commenting on the broadcast. Like, it's just amazing that he's throwing the ball well. Like, it's just kind of ridiculous. Like, people used to call him like a Tebow. I mean, he is destroying Tebow as far as throwing the ball.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
But it's like I said, it just is what it is, man. You got to go with what's better. And Jameis presents to you like those. Like, he did Drew Brees like pre-snap reads.
Talk about it.
During
Talk
that
about it,
game.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the touchdown to the the end zone in the corner. Like, that's like he's literally identifying pre-snap, zero blitz. He checks the protection. Let's I don't think it was number 28. Lets him know, hey, who to block. Block the A-gap blitz, which frees up the weak side pressure. But in Jameis' mind, he knows, hey, I just got to get the ball out. Got to get the ball out quick. Boom. Touchdown. And Callaway finishes off by making a doggish catch. But he put it right in position, right in the spot where you have to put it away from the cornerback in the corner. And it was just perfect.
You can't, like that throw by Jameis. Sorry, people, dinner time. That throw by Jameis, there's nothing a cornerback can do.
No.
Griffin was in good coverage.
Yeah, it wasn't even like bad coverage. Like, it was
just an amazing throw. That's it.
Like, you just throw your hands up, like, well, you got that one. And that's what we got with Jameis. You got a quarterback that can beat you with his throw, So it's an easy decision for me, man. And I'm not sure he got to look at everything and all that shit. But let's just stop it, man. Like if Jameis is not the quarterback, like, what's wrong? Like, something's on? Like, something's going on.
If Jameis isn't the starter at quarterback, Sean will lose the team.
Sean will lose. Oh, bro, it's no question. It's no question.
Like, you can't go into the locker room and say we're gonna go with Taysom when the team knows that they have the best chance to win with Jameis. Like that would be an absolute disaster.
Absolute disaster. But it's not going to happen. Peter King came out with I think something the night before, and he was just saying how Sean's really leaning towards Jameis, but the competition has been close, so he wanted to see Jameis like take this opportunity and run with it, and that's what he did, bro. Like, that told me everything. Jameis read that shit.
What's the quote you say that Sean say all the time? I've seen enough.
I've seen enough. And that was it. Bro. Like, he did them 2 drives, and that was it. Like, he's like, okay, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can say what the hell he wants to the media, but he knows. And Parcells said that. I was reading an article today. I was talking to Parcells, and he was like, look, Sean's been with these people for weeks, these quarterbacks. he knows who his quarterback is. Like, he's like, we don't have to know, but he knows. You know what I'm saying? So it's as simple as that.
How
man.
funny. How funny and interesting.
Yeah.
Sticking with the offense side of the ball, I know we already talked about it, but I just feel like giving, Cesar Ruiz credit again, man, because, man, we were deservedly rough on him.
Hell yeah.
Because he looked absolutely ass water last year. But like you said, if he's just good, and if you go back, there's a couple of snaps, especially on those deep shot plays, because the line has to hold up a little longer. He did what he's supposed to do, man, and that's just a huge thing. But let's talk about RB2, bro.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I got on the pod after that Ravens game, and I said, bro, running back is one of the most easiest positions. Like, you could just see with your eyes.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, like, are we sure Latavius gonna make the team?
Man.
And then you hear last night, what's his name? I can't stand him. He's blocked. The black dude. The commentator. Louis Riddick was like, Sean said to them that as of right now, Tony Jones Jr. is RB2.
RB2.
Sean does not say shit to pregame to people just for shits and giggles.
Oh, he will 100% put that out there for a reason.
Yes.
100%.
And again, if you watched the game last night, I don't know what it is, but Latavius Murray just has no juice.
Looks sleepy, bro.
Just sleepy. No, if you go watch the game, watch that screen pass that set up for him. And it is a pretty well executed screen pass, and it goes for 4 yards. And I'm just like, what are you doing?
I don't know what's up with him. I don't know.
Shout out to, I don't know if he listens to the pod, Jacoby on Twitter, saying shit, maybe the Saints need to call up the Rams. The Rams having terrible running back problems right now.
Yeah, for real.
And see if you can get something from them for Murray or a player maybe they, who says no to Latavius for Deshaun Jackson? I don't know, but if Tony Jones Jr. is truly going to be the running back too, and we don't know, but it's just a drastic shift of things at that running back position behind AK.
Oh yeah, it is, man. They still got to be careful with it because of, the running backs. They get injured, they get beat up. Just is what it is. So I don't know how many they usually carry. They usually carry about 3 or 4. I know you got Dwayne Washington. There's not much back there. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, I don't know what's going on with Murray. And look, roster cuts coming up. It's going to be a plethora of running backs out there.
I asked you in text message, and I know you were like, ew. But if the Texans cut David Johnson, I'm not saying he fits the things that Sean likes.
Oh, but theoretically he does. He does.
Yes.
It's just I just feel like he's on that same table with Devontae Freeman, just guys of yesteryears, bro. I'd rather go find some jackamool from University of Timbuktu, you know what I'm saying, who just got some little athletic ability and get him in here. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes just wash, bro. Just wash, man. But I haven't even looked. I haven't looked at one snap of David Johnson. So I'm just talking out of my ass, to be honest. I haven't looked at one snap of him in a year. So maybe he got some juice. But it's a situation. It's another position that's in flux. We know who's at the top. We know who's at the top of the hierarchy. That's no question. It's just like the quarterback situation. We know who's at the top of the hierarchy there, but the rest is in flux.
It is. It's in flux. So now that the news have kind of come out, or I won't say news, but like what the broadcast and Monday Night Football crew was saying last night, would you be surprised or shocked if Latavius Murray is not on the team?
Oh no, I wouldn't be shocked at all, man. Like that's the signal Sean giving you right there. Like
it's also kind of like maybe it's like a signal too, like to other teams, like y'all, Latavius, phone's open, baby.
But I mean, the tape he putting out there right now ain't like what would you give up? Like seriously.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would have to go to a team that's desperate. That's like the Rams, and I don't know how desperate they may be. Like they may some of their young guys who have more juice. I'm just saying, completely random. Going to switch it over. The Saints. So Juwan Johnson, like we talked about it last week, looks to have revitalized, rejuvenated, saved his career with the tight end switch. Adam Troutman got carted off. It looks like, according to report of Nick Underhill, like he avoided like a very serious injury. He still may miss some time, but doesn't seem to be like a major injury. And when it happened, like I even tweeted, I said, like, if Adam Troutman was seriously hurt, like to me, that was more of a hit in like the run game and pass protection than actually receiving. Like every fantasy football person, whatever, he hasn't shown that yet, bro. He just hasn't.
Just hadn't, bro.
Like let's be real, right? Like the receiving tight end in this offense right now is Juwan Johnson. Period.
And Jameis had some
rapport
already. Mm-hmm. So So I mean that's gonna be huge, but he's like TE1 now, bro, because Dick Vanette got hurt too, right?
Yep, sure did. We got Juwan Johnson and I saw a tweet earlier. It ain't many, bruh.
Yeah, they might have to get on a call, man. Call up old Trey Burton.
Can we call Trey Burton? Can we call him? Can we call him?
Call Trey Burton, holler at the Eagles, see what they feel about Ertz.
Zach Ertz, like, come on, man. Like the Browns have Austin Hooper, David Njoku, and Hunter Bryant, or whatever tight end they drafted who, that had a really.
I'll take anyone, honestly. Like, hey.
Can we get a tight end? Something I did want to touch on. We have a punter, bruh.
Yeah, bro.
He had Blake Gillum. Is that his name? I know the first name Blake.
Lincoln Gillum.
Whatever.
We'll learn.
The punt he boomed. Whoo! We just haven't seen it, bro. Like, love Thomas Morstead, love the leg, New Orleans legend. These last two and a half-ish years.
It's been right there, bro.
Yeah, and it's just so crucial having a good to great punter because it completely could change a game in terms of field position and everything else, man.
Oh, it's huge, bro. Huge. No, the other kicker. Whew. I don't know. We got a kicker problem. We do got a kicker problem. Like
we do.
Like he hit the 52-yarder. I was like, oh shit, okay. Then misses like an extra point. Is like, oh fuck. We back here again, huh?
Thought we had resolved those problems when we got Will Lutz, but no, we back to the same place.
It'll be a revolving door, bro. Like it is bad luck. This is just one of them bad luck times, man.
Unless they trade for that Baltimore kicker who's backing up Justin Tucker.
I know Sean waiting. Like he's waiting.
Oh yeah. I
don't know if they have that shit like automated, like on a computer, like like auto draft. Like you said, like who you want to draft or whatever. Yeah. But if he hits that waiver wire, like. They just waiting on their turn. The problem is we probably at the bottom of the waiver.
Yeah, and that Bro,
So
Josh Lambo looked terrible, bro.
Man.
For the Jags. Like, you think they ain't about to claim that, that backup kicker from Baltimore? Shit.
Exactly. So you got to call them up and come with an offer.
We'll give you, because here's the thing, like, they don't need them for, like, the season. Like, we'll give you, like, a seventh.
Yeah.
And if they were smart, they get him for a seventh. And then once his time is, when Will Lutz coming back healthy, shit, flip him.
Look for somebody else, shit.
Oh, shit. All right, I think I hit on everything offensively. Let's switch over to the defensive side of the ball. Whew. This defense, and again, it was the Jags. They're missing 2 starters on the offensive line. Going against a rookie quarterback. I'm prefacing this, but some things, like, all that said, this defense that we've seen in preseason may be the fastest Saints defense I've ever seen.
Without question.
Like, their speed just leaps off the screen, Ryan.
The tape don't lie, bro. Like there are certain fundamental things you do on defense that'll tell you if it's a good defense. Tackling, rallying to the football, reaction,
pursuit.
Pursuit. Like, it's just fundamental. Like, I don't care about scheme and none of that. Like, those are the fundamental things. And we've seen it since last week in Baltimore. I saw it. I was just like, okay, it's good, but let me just try to see another week before I really get into it. I'm like, it's going to be a good defense. Malcolm Jenkins talking about it this past week. He was just like the defense is ready. He's like, you can just look at the tape. Like, everything's there. Like, there's no hesitation or nothing. Everybody, CD Deuce, dog.
Has all the makings of being an all-pro in the slot, bro.
Like, they're really doing him a disservice by calling him a safety because as a corner, like, he's shutting motherfuckers down, man.
Bro.
He allowed some catches in the second half or whatever. I ain't tripping on all that.
Nope. Because I think at that point, I think he was just like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, just come on, we shouldn't even been playing. I'm like, why y'all playing CD so much, man?
Second game in a row, I was like, why is he still in the fucking game?
I don't get it. But anyway, Crawley Clamps, man. I mean, he had a game too, bro.
He did, bro. Like, the pass he knocked away from Philip Dorsett.
Bro,
without interference?
That would have been a PI or a touchdown in the pass, bro.
Well, either one, bro. And then, of course, today it comes out he nicked up.
Gonna be out a couple weeks, whatever that means. It's like, come on now, man.
Something that still jumps out to me. Don't back me, bro. Like, he's not scared to hit. Like, he comes down and he tackles.
Nah, man, he played well, bro. Like, he didn't get targeted a bunch, which is a good thing, I guess. But he played well. He's just comfortable in there, bro. Like, and we're gonna need it.
Yeah. Yes.
We're gonna need it, man.
One of the speed of the defense, and because a lot of these players have been in the same defense for so long, same system, same scheme, like, it's like they have one mind out there,
bro.
Man. Like,
you see it, bro.
You see it. Like, you go back, watch the game. You watch CD. He's checking with the secondary players in the back, or he's checking with the other corners. And it happens a lot when they were in man in terms of how they were going to play the switches on the receivers.
Yeah.
And you know how that used to the Saints, bro. Like, that game against the Giants with Odell, bro, they ran that same fucking switch 3 times. They could not stop.
Ate them up.
So you see, it's just a thing of beauty to see. Hashtag bonfire starting out next to DeMario. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I know that Quan practiced today. I know that Pete Warner is kind of back, but maybe not back. If the game is starting week 1, I think Sean and Dennis Allen have shown you this is who we're comfortable with starting at linebacker.
Yeah, it's bonfire time, bro.
There it is.
Man. And when he's coming downhill, whew.
Bro, when DA called it was like a double A gap blitz with DeMario and Bond.
Oh man.
Woo!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's this defense is going to be good. We need to talk about two first. Got to talk about him, bro.
Got to, man.
I know he was going against a backup left tackle. I know, I get it, but this is I gotta see it in the regular season.
I'm still there. That's where I'm still at. Like I still.
That's it. Like I get it.
Here's the thing, though. Like he does this in the regular season too, though. It's like, but I think we just got to start understanding who he is. Like he wins with the bull rush. Like that's just who he is.
That's
man.
it.
Like, it's not going to be a swim move. It's not going to be speed rush.
Like he don't even try to chop hands down. Like
no, it's just
like at least Cam will try to chop hands.
Nah, man, it's just bull rush to the quarterback, bro. Like it's very unsophisticated, and but he's ranking like I think I was on PFF stat where he has the most pressures of any defensive end, any edge rusher in the league, like in the preseason. Like he's pressured the shit out of the quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
And like he still has it where if he hits a player, you know it.
Oh, you know it, bro. You know it. So look, man, like I am leaning positive on MD, but I just been burnt too much. Bro. So I'm just like,
let me go back to the tweet you had said earlier when Carl Lawson got hurt and Adam Schefter said the Jets looking fast rush help. Jets call you say what's going to take to get Marcus Davenport over to Gang Green. What you doing, bro? When that tweet came out, I think at the time it was a lot easier to say, "Shit, nigga, pack your bags. See you never."
Yeah, because he just coming back. Oh, he was on injury again. I was like, man.
But now you got hashtag who first,
and his clone is sitting over there with Jairus Bird, like
same timeline, bro. Doing the exact same thing. Ain't that some shit?
So that's what really makes MD really valuable because his clone is out, man. I really just want to see Peyton Turner. Like I just want to see the guy. Like, man, what's wrong with him?
He is just like a fraction of what he was doing in training camp and like the positive reports he was getting. And you combine that with what Marcus is doing in preseason. And let's say what he's doing in preseason, maybe he does that 65 to 70% in the regular season, right? Like, adjusted, right? And let's say Cam has maybe not a full bounce back year, but bounces back somewhat. Like we're not even talking about the interior, which you would think with losing, I know Onyemata played last night, but losing, Malcolm Brown and losing, Big Ring, that, it was going to be some struggles in the run defense against preseason against it was the Jags offensive line. But who is Jalen Dalton? Just big 7'7"?
Man.
Like they just look stout, bro. Like
yeah. And he went on IR today, unfortunately.
Oh no! Oh Lord!
Yeah, man. It's crazy too because he was at he was on the presser and everything, but apparently he had a bicep injury, so he's on IR. But yeah, man, it's the DL like they've been impressive, bro. Like they just get after it, man. It's like they coming. Like Big Creek running with the second team, he coming. Everybody, bro, like down the line, everybody was coming.
It's just the mindset that the defense has.
Yeah, bro.
Just attack.
And they had Trevor Lawrence out there throwing 23 passes. I'm like, what?
What?
But I get it because they couldn't run the ball. They couldn't. Like, it was
but still, bro. Like, here's the thing. Like, I was watching the game, seeing some of the hits that Trevor Lawrence was taking. Marvin Jones legit makes a catch, gets tackled, goes down, hurts his shoulder, comes out the game, pointed to his shoulder, and then like they put him back in like a play later. So he went out there like on a run play to block, and then he then had another play where he caught the ball and he like hurt his. I'm like, what the fuck is Urban Meyer doing? Like he knows this game doesn't count, right? Like whatever.
And they keep showing the same highlight of Trevor Lawrence like scrambling, and he almost getting like his knee tore up. Like,
by CD.
Yeah. I'm like, that's not a play I want to highlight all the time. Like, what this? It's like, man, that could have been a disaster for Trevor Lawrence last night.
It easily could have been. I don't know if Urban Meyer's a little over his head. It just you would think with having a player like Trevor Lawrence, and maybe a lot of it's on the offensive line, but like it's not. It just doesn't seem to be meshing well. And ETN out for the season. Lynn Frank, bro. Just I don't know. It just gross. And also, and maybe we could get. We're hoping to have John Shipley of Sports Illustrated Maven on talk about the game a little bit. But what was this weird like? And it wasn't like from Jack. Well, not the Jack shooter that I know. Let me preface.
Right.
But what the hell was like the weird like random beef that the Jack shooter came out for like a preseason game? Like, and then you want to highlight like Josh Allen and this nigga ain't even vaccinated, and then he gets COVID. Get the fuck out my face.
I mean,
get out my face.
Katrina jokes and all that shit. I'm like, what the hell, Jay Twitter? Y'all like on it like that? And look, man, I love me a good dog. I love dark humor. I've heard Katrina jokes a million times from Falcons fans. It's not like it hurts my feelings, anything like that. It's just like, ugh. You know, it's like, ugh. You just showing your own character, bro. Like it's not funny. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
at all.
I just look at it like, okay, that's just like
it's in bad taste.
It's just bad taste. Like, man, like, come on, man. Saints Twitter, we talk so much shit, bro.
Yes,
we talk so much shit.
but as much shit as we talk and as vicious as we can be, and it's funny because I'm not a huge shit talker. I just like, but I like watching the tweets and just laughing my ass off. As vicious as we can be as a fan base, like we keep it above the belt. Right.
Exactly. Like, there's just a certain line we just don't cross because it's like
don't do it.
There's other ways we could kill you. Like we don't have to go down that line.
We don't do it, and it's just so easy for other fan bases. Like that's the first thing that they rely on. It just whatever. Yeah. Trying to think. So can we talk about this real quick? Besides the Debo, and I get that they're hurt, but this draft class.
Oh, the wide receivers?
I'm talking the Saints. Besides the Debo.
Oh, I mean, who else is there? Peyton Turner is out.
Who first? Pete Warner.
Just injuries, bro. It's like injuries and. It's like, can we ever have a draft class where it's like they're not injured? It's like, Jesus. Like
17? Like, that's it.
That's it, man. It's like, can we have a draft class where it's just like, we could, like, okay, if they play and they suck, it's like, okay, but like.
Right, but at least let me see them suck. Like.
Let me see them suck. But like critical time. They missed a critical time of training camp and preseason. Like, Peyton Turner probably won't get any preseason time, bro. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. And then, more likely he's probably going to be like a situational pass rusher, if he is able to play. And, I mean, I've said on this pod numerous times, like, this might be a redshirt year for Pete Warner, bro, just like it was for Zach Baum last season.
Yeah. Which I guess is a good problem because we were coming in like, who's going to be next to?
We were, bro. We were.
Who?
And And shout out to my dude Joy who started the hashtag bonfire movement with that catchphrase. But like he texted me last night. He's just like he's a completely different player. Like he's transformed himself to be an off the ball linebacker and look either decent to good at doing it.
And man, just seeing somebody out there off the ball with that side, like it just reminds me of the old Dome Patrol days with like Vaughn Johnson and all those guys. They just look like fucking Hercules out there, man. He's just 6'3", just fast. I just like how it looks. Like I don't know, it just looks good. So I don't know, man. We'll see, bro. We'll see once the team starts scheming it up, attacking weaknesses and shit like that, how it really looks. We'll see, because that's the thing about preseason, man. Like, you got to take what you can out of it, but come regular season, bro, these offensive coordinators are targeting specific players on.
Bro, like week one, bro, Aaron Jones, like.
Man, no, yeah, it's a whole different ball game, bro. Whole different ball game. I really want to see. I can't wait to see Jameis get the starting job. Alvin Kamara fresh and ready. Offensive line ready to go. I know wide receiver. That's just it is what it is, man. It's just gonna be. It's not gonna be great. Like Callaway, he's taking that number 1 jersey and ran with it. Like
shit.
He took that motherfucking number 1 and ran with it. But, Mike Thomas come back. Hopefully it's looking like Mike Thomas is like ahead of schedule and should be coming back. I heard on the broadcast where they say he'll be out, just a couple of weeks. Sean Payton told them. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if like how that plays out if they put him on like short-term IR or put him on a pup list or maybe take him off and carry him on the roster. We'll see. That'll be interesting. I hope they don't. You don't want to rush him back on something like that. So just make sure he's healthy, man. Like getting Mike Thomas healthy. So we've went through enough with Mike Thomas with all this. Like,
yes,
get him healthy and ready to go, man.
But it just, and this is pie in the sky type of thing, but just like a healthy Mike Thomas and a healthy Marquez Callaway, he continues to do what he's been doing in preseason.
Yeah.
And you sprinkle in, 5 games that Trey Con's going to be able to play.
5 games, baby.
maybe
a little bit of Deontay Harris. Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
speaking of Deontay Harris, I think he only had 1 return yesterday, but he's good. Like,
like that 1 return, like it was like he caught it and you just see it, bro. Like you just see it. Like it's different. It's different.
It's different, bro. He's a weapon. He's such a weapon at return. As a return man, like, oh my God, he just completely changed the complexity of the game. And now, if quote unquote Jameis is the starter, we back to having somebody that could, once we get around the 40, 50-yard line, shot play time.
Yep.
Shot play time. We just have not had that in years, bro. And that's like no offense to Drew. Like Drew was killing it this past couple of years outside of last year. But it's been an offense of 1,000 cuts, man. Like it was. Oh man,
bro, just work. Bro, I made that sound and Zoom said, "Are you playing music?" But yeah, I don't know why that came to me. That just sounded like that's how the Saints offense a bit.
Yeah.
Just that slow trickle, bro.
That's what it was, man. Slant the mic, slant to MT. Dump off the AK.
Anything? Let's see. Lil Jordan.
Oh yeah. I want to talk about him.
Yeah. Definitely has flashed. I think he makes the team.
I think so too.
I think he showed. I think he showed enough. Like he's not a perfect receiver, and he completely completely got away with a blatant offensive pass.
Blatant, bro.
Push that man down to the but I think he's done enough to earn like what would that be? Wide receiver 4 or 5. Did Chris Hogan get cut? Did I miss that?
I don't know. I didn't see Chris Hogan. That's interesting.
I didn't either, bro.
Because I mean, I had him kind of locked in, but I don't know.
Anything else from the game that stood out to you?
No, man, not really. I didn't see what happened to that Burrell dude. I saw he got hurt. The safety Burrell.
Oh, Burrell, the hitter from last week.
Yeah, he got hurt doing the hit. He was coming downhill, and that dude, man. I just wasn't surprised when I saw it. I was like, oh man, because that dude, he brings the wood. Yep. Other than that, man, it's like it'll be interesting. I guess how they're going to play it this Saturday.
It's so funny because I was just about to ask you if it was you, how would you like play it?
Oh, I'm not playing any starters.
Nope.
As far as I could go, because I know they had to cut it down quite a bit. So I mean, you might see a few starters out there, but man, I'd cut it down as low as I could, bro. Like, just no reason, man. No reason. Get your good practice in, and you got 2 weeks before the season start. Just nah, bro. Like, I don't need to see no AK. If Jameis your guy, I don't need to see Jameis.
Nope.
I don't shoot. I say 2 first earned to be wearing sweats. I'd let 2 first sit too because
we know this nigga history like
exactly. That's exactly like let 2 first chill. Like, please give CeeDee Deuce a rest.
Please, please. Also, I forgot to mention, like, it was so funny because you could see him wanting to taunt after he made a play. Like, it was coming.
Oh, bro. Man.
It was coming. And he was like, ooh.
It's killing him right now, bro.
Eat him up on the inside. Captain Terrell, I don't know if she asked him a question or it was doing his presser, and he just let out this really like eloquent answer, just dumb. Like,
it's been on his mind, man. It's like, this is bullshit. Like, I can't talk my shit.
I love CeeDee, bro. I love CeeDee. And the fact that he got badmouthed by Florida. And I when I say, and I know Jacoby on Saints Twitter said it too, he is legitimately an all-pro talent at his position.
He is, man.
Like, I'm that is not hyperbole. The fact that he was drafted in the 4th round is wild.
It's wild, bro. Wow, man. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. Like, watching him, I was like, damn, all right, CeeDee.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. It'd be interesting, and I don't know how the Cardinals will play it, but I don't think they would play Kyler Murray. Like, I don't think they would. But if they did, for whatever reason, and I expect Bond to play. Don't know how long, but I do expect him to play on Saturday.
Yeah,
just to see, how maybe he does with like mobile quarterbacks. And
no, that'd be interesting.
Chase, pursue, all that. But yeah, man, it feels like it's still kind of far away, but it's not, man. Like, football's like it's here. Like,
it's coming, man.
It is here. I said I had tweeted, I was gonna have something like smart, for people who want to. I think there's like 5 spots left in our fantasy football league. I don't have. You know what? I take it back. I do. Just on the spot. I was lenient last time, but I'm not going to be lenient this time. So you have to be a Patreon donator, contributor to claim these last 5 spots. So when Ryan tweets the link for this episode. He tweets it, quote tweet it, and give me what your best meme or GIF is of what's going to happen. Or it could be a video, I don't care what it is, of what's going to happen when Sean has to break the news to Taysom that he's not playing.
I love
it. just on the spot. Just want to see it.
And look, if you want to be a Patreon, usually I put a link on our podcast page, saintstwitterpod.com, and there's usually a link on each episode if you want to click Patreon, or go on Patreon and search for hashtag Saints Twitter Podcast. It will pop up. You go ahead, donate whatever you can, and we appreciate it, and get you into fantasy football and any other goodies we got coming down the line. We always doing little things for our Patreon subscribers. So
yeah, absolutely. I think that's pretty much it. I think we hit everything.
Shout out! I want to give a shout out to Blue Oak Barbecue. Blue Oak Barbecue in New Orleans. They sent me a little hat. It's a cool little hat to wear.
There we go.
Told them I'm gonna shout you out on the pod, bro. Didn't have to do that. I've never eaten that Blue Oak Barbecue, but I retweet their pictures of their food like
all the time, bro.
Shit look good. Like I already told Adam, like whenever he does make it down New Orleans, bro, like we going to Blue Oak.
It's on the list, bro. It's on the list. We might see who first there, bro. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I'm in there. But yeah, just shout out to them. I just wanted to put that out there.
For sure. We didn't talk about the White getting signed, Kevin White.
Oh, I mean, bro, like, come on, man. Like, just don't spend too much. I just say, just don't spend too much energy on Kevin White, bro. Like, as someone who I had, like, as 1A, 1B with Amari Cooper in that draft, like, I was a fan of Kevin White as a prospect. But, like,
yes.
The dude is a huge bust. So just save your time being like, oh, Sean Payton's going to use, like, just save it. Just save it, man. Like, don't spend your energy on it, bro. Like, the dude has been a huge bust. Not saying he could find something, I don't know, but I'm not going to spend any mental energy thinking about it. Like, none.
None at all.
Whatever happens. Like, just leave it at that, man. And he drops 2 passes.
Did he?
Oh, man, he was, like, in prime position for slants. Open field in front of him. He dropped 2 passes.
Oh,
like, both his targets he dropped. Just right in his hand. Just. And apparently Sean been talking him up, too, because the broadcast.
Yeah, that's what I keep seeing. And I'm like, is there a different Kevin White then?
It's like Sean wants him to be like a Deborah Henderson or something. Like, I don't know. I'm like, just like, I'm not sitting here thinking about Kevin White. That's all I know.
Unless I bring it up to you. Yeah, Sean, let's let me start. All right, so 5 spots left. If you want to be in the league, gotta be a Patreon contributor. That doesn't mean that you can become a Patreon contributor and then you're still in. But quote tweet the link of the Twitter page or what Ryan will post, and just I want a video, a meme, a GIF, something of how it's gonna go down when Sean got to break the news to Taysom, bro. And like here's the thing, we didn't hit on this too. Like, if Taysom's gonna go back in that, we need a tight end right now. Like,
I know. I was like,
Taysom needs to start. Maybe he needs to go to Blue Oak, bro. Need to bulk up a little bit.
I know, right? Like, seriously, like
got all trimmed to be a quarterback. Like,
bro, we need that. We need that Mack truck back, like, for real.
Sure, bro. All right. So Saturday's the game against the Cardinals. We tried to really do like a rapid recap show last night. Didn't happen. Family stuff happens. Is what it is. But I'll say this. We'll see what happens on Saturday night. Depends on who's playing. If it's nothing but slappies and backups up there, we are absolutely not doing a rapid recap show.
No,
not happening. If there's enough where it may deem a rapid recap show, then we'll revisit it. If not, we'll do it on Sunday or whatever and have it for you on Monday on your commute. And then I do want us to do a 53-man roster prediction.
Yeah.
And, before all the final cups happen. And that's it. Let's get out of here. Thanks to everyone for all the support. I really, really appreciate it as always. With that, we're out.
Peace.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.